than this. Beating St Helens would go a long way towards it, but the Saints are the team that can turn a 5-0 record in terms of victories to dust in 80 minutes. But Leeds, they know they beat the Saints here 74-16 last year, but that was just after St Helens had won the Challenge Cup. And the Saints, despite the absence of men like Newlove, Long and Cunningham, look in determined mood. Let's check the way the two sides line up. Leeds unchanged from the defeat of Hull last week. Walker is the fullback, Calderwood, Carroll, Senior and Cummins the captain. It's Sinfield and Sheridan. And the forwards, Ward, Diskin, McDermott, Hay, Adamson and Poaching. And on the bench, Pratt. Vowles returns from injury, but only to the bench. McDonald and Burrow, the man to drop out, Jamie Jones-Buchanan. And the coach of the month, it's Daryl Powell. Well, let's take a look now at this St Helens lineup. All changed in the half hour before the kickoff. Wellens at fullback, Stuart, Gleeson, Hoppy and Albert, Sculthorpe and Martin. That's how it was named yesterday. This is where the changes come. Yonkers moves to hooker alongside Britt and Nicol in the front row. Nicol coming off the bench. Stankovic and Joint now moving into the second row. He was named at loose forward. That berth is now taken by Peter Shields. And on the bench, Barry Ward, Mickey Hyam, Mike Bennett and John Kirkpatrick. Late change, Mark Edmondson was named. John Kirkpatrick preferred. The coach, Ian Millward. So out come the Saints. They have tormented Leeds more than any other team over the past couple of years. They denied the Rhinos a place in the Challenge Cup final this year, robbed them of 2 Super League points in April with that last-minute try, and thwarted them on both fronts last year, in the Cup semi-final again, and significantly in the Super League in the playoffs. But they have 4 straight wins behind them. A narrow win against Salford last weekend, and Millward prefers to praise the City Reds rather than castigate his own men for a lacklustre performance. Interesting, Chris Joynt saying to Bill Arthur before the match that maybe they hadn't been on Sky Sports for a while, perhaps they were a bit camera shy, a little nervous. We shall see. The Rhinos have a 5-match winning sequence behind them. It's the best in Super League, and the best run for Daryl Powell, the best that he's enjoyed as their coach. Not the greatest run though. That belongs to Dean Lance, strangely enough. 13 straight wins in 2000. And Graham Murray won 9 in a row, then 7 in succession, way back in 1998. The South Stand welcomed their heroes onto the field. Headingley looking magnificent. Sadly, the blue skies that we normally associate with Flaming June have deserted us. But as I said right at the top of the programme, this country is on a high in terms of sport after the events in Japan with the England team in the World Cup earlier today. And what a wonderful little dessert we have for you here tonight. The Saints against Leeds here at Headingley. Paul Sculthorpe about to get this game in motion. It's one of the most eagerly awaited clashes of the season, and here we go. Underneath it, Poaching, McDermott, now then, Nicol moving in to greet him. That's what we expected, but the charge was actually led by Peter Shields.
Oh, high one there from Hoppy. Certainly caught Adamson there. They are very quick to show their intent here. We said before the kick-off, Eddie, that Saints will come out and really try to batter them. Oh, never played that ball, Ward. Wasn't allowed to.
McDermott offloads, didn't go forward. This now is Ward. There are 2 Wards tonight. One's on the bench, Barry. This is Danny. He played the ball to Diskin. Sheridan with the deep kick downfield. And that ball will bounce and into the arms of Darren Albert, who tips it inside to Paul Wellens. First use of the football then for St Helens. 50 seconds on the clock. And here is Albert once again for St Helens. The rumour mongers around the ground suggesting that perhaps there was a problem for Darren Albert. He has got a knee brace on the left knee. Maybe that is why John Kirkpatrick was preferred on the bench to Mark Edmondson. We shall see. Sculthorpe, the reigning man of steel. Tackled by Matt Adamson. Quick play the ball to Wellens. Sean McRae was right. Wellens is operating at hooker whenever St Helens are in attack. There he is again at dummy half. On the last tackle, Sculthorpe hoists a midfield bomb. Wellens is after it. Wellens nearly got it. Now, did that bounce? off Ben Walker. The referee says no.
No, he came off the shoulder of Wellens.
Otherwise, Sinfield would have been in an offside position.
Certainly would, but it's quite clear that bringing Wellens up into that dummy half position, and also the fact that Paul Sculthorpe, he'll be taking it first man during these open exchanges.
Fantastic tackle then by Darren Albert on Keith Senior. Sinfield, beautiful ball. Oh, juggling brilliantly is Tony Carroll.
What a superb offload there from Sinfield.
And that try from him, about to be improved by Paul Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe, terrific in the Cup semi-final, grabbed his first try of the year. And he got a drop goal here in the last win for Saints on this ground in the year 2000. If it turns into a win tonight, he's got the first goal of the evening. Leeds 0, Saints 6, but a long, long way to go yet. Paul Sculthorpe passing information and hints to the defenders. He's told them to go deep because Walker normally goes for a deep kick-off. As it is, Walker then plonks the ball into open space. It was only just picked up, Willie poaching all over the grounded player, who was Peter Shields, the try scorer. And there is Darren Britt to take the ball forward again.
Hands off, 2.
Well, Bradford are ahead 2-0 against London after 20 minutes, so it's pretty tight there.
Let him up.
Hull against Wigan, of course, is on Sky Sports tomorrow evening. So all the top 5 will have played by this time tomorrow. You'll be able to see highlights, by the way, of Bradford balls against the London Broncos during the half-time of Hull against Wigan, our match we bring you on Sky Sports 3 tomorrow evening. Here's Tommy Martin, who's gone for a 40-20 again. It's another one.
Oh, this is magnificent stuff from Tommy Martin.
No, Leeds.
Well, he's certainly within the 40. It must have been decided down here. Ooh, that looked...
Well, the touch judge was way, way behind this play.
Well, I think this is...
Look at where the touch judge is. He's not even in the screen.
No, but look at this ball bounces.
Stay in till it's out. Stay in.
Oh, I think that's well in.
Well, it was a millimetre maybe this side, but they can't go to the video referee to decide on where the ball crosses the touchline, only where the kick is taken.
Maybe they should change it.
I think that's like a forward pass job, Steve-O. I don't think you could possibly, on little instances like that, make a concrete judgment.
No, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think they should have a look at that broom.
The gospel according to Mike Stevenson. Carroll infield to McDermott.
I'm allowed to have my opinion?
Of course you are. This is Sheridan. Now it's with Walker. They're lining up down the left-hand side. Wide it goes to Cummins. He had to stop, though, to collect that looping pass from Walker. It's the last one here for Leeds. Walker will hoist the kick, and he does. It's hanging in the air. They're going to allow this to bounce.
Wellens comes to the rescue there. Well, how many times have we seen that this season? Where seasoned players, and Stewart's been around long enough to realise that you do not allow the ball to bounce in the in-goal area like that, and Wellens has every right to just give him a really long stare and say, come on, Anthony.
It was a fabulous kick. And Stewart just didn't fancy it, did he? A drop out from underneath the sticks then, and it evades Willie poaching. He picks it up 30 metres from his own line, will drive it back. Valuable ground lost there because the onrushing Saints have moved up quickly. Stankiewicz was after Andy Hay, but they got the ball away to Sinfield, who has dropped it. And Stewart has got it back. That is play on.
Good refereeing there by Russell Smith. Advantage certainly going to the Saints. Well, opportunities being bombed by this Leeds outfit. Mistake there from Sinfield.
Martin infield now to Yonkers. Swinging on from Sinfield.
Not only swinging, it connected.
Nickel. Obstruction. Darren Britt right in front of Nickel, and it just put the would-be tacklers off.
Well, big fellow went through, didn't he, Britt? Did he prevent anyone from getting to him? It's always a contentious point, isn't it? The merry whistleblower, he doesn't have much time to think about it.
Sheridan to Ward.
Been impressed, Eddie, with the way that this St Helens defence is moving up quickly out wide. We've already seen Leeds. They wanted to try to spin it out into the centres, but it's tackling like that from Gleeson that's preventing Leeds from getting that momentum forward.
Well, they know how dangerous Carroll and Senior can be in the centres. This is Barry McDermott now. Oh, and he offloads again. Diskin has it for Leeds Rhinos. Another offload to Danny Ward. Another offload to Diskin. Then they switch the direction and find Andy Hay. Good tackle, though, by Gleeson. Quick play the ball. Poaching down the short side. Little dummy from Poaching gets the ball away.
What a
Francis Cummins!
What a pass there from Poaching.
Had to be scored as well. And Cummins did that. Ronnie the Rhino's impressed. And so too, I'm sure, must everyone in this stadium and all of you watching at home. Cummins with the try. Now, has he awarded it, the referee? Chatting away.
Well, he can't go for the forward pass. And I don't think it was. He reached right away around him, did Poaching.
Based on facts, what you've seen, Danny Ward's lost the ball in what position?
In the middle of the paddock, just off the centre line.
Definitely lost
This
the
is
ball.
going to be chalked off. This has not been given. This has not been given. He's gone back
by Danny Ward earlier on in the play.
2 or 3 plays back.
Knocked on by Danny Ward 2 or 3 tackles earlier.
Danny Ward knocked on, said the touch judge. Danny Ward can't believe it.
Well, how many play the balls are we going to go back?
No, well, he has not gone back on the screen, and the touch judge must have stood his ground, and Russell mustn't have seen him. This is the incident that he's talking about.
Well,
No, it can't be.
If that's a knock on,
No, it's not that. It was a play the ball.
what previous to that?
It was a play the ball of which Danny Ward was involved in, from all accounts. Well, we're searching on our tapes for that, and St Helens now have a penalty. Well, the touch judge was absolutely certain on that far side.
Well, that's confused everyone here. And not surprisingly, St Helens quite happy. He'll go for the 2. Just a little bit disappointed. The body language from the Leeds players isn't all that brilliant.
Neither on the coach, no. Well, I can tell you that our staff are searching desperately to find the problem, and maybe this is it. This is the last time that Danny Ward played the ball.
Well, what on earth is wrong with that?
Well,
did he lose it
did
here?
he lose it? Yes.
Yeah, but it was knocked down by Stankovic. He's regathered, and the try has been disallowed for a touch judge. Well, we complain about the touch judge not doing enough. Now he's done too much.
Sculthorpe with the penalty. It's drifted wide. Well, it wasn't at the play the ball as we've just seen, but it was in the tackle that the ball came
It's
free.
knocked out. It's knocked out deliberately. Now, it's right up on the side that touch judge could see. Now, he could see Ward losing the ball, but yet this fella couldn't see Stankovic hitting the ball free. I know they're there to help, but who's refereeing here?
Well, well, we always say
I know
that the touch judges should work in harmony with the referee, and Mr. Steve Wright on that far side has seen something, but it was too far back in the play for Russell Smith to go to the video referee.
Listen, harmony means singing along together, not just going out on a limb and saying, well, the referee's missed it. I haven't. Otherwise, we'll be on and off and stopping all night.
Well, the try is chalked off. We might be debating it. Everyone here is too. Chris Joint, marauding run. That compounds the felony as far as Leeds is concerned. He's not given this one yet.
Check ball to see if there's any interference when he ran through the defensive line with his own
Any
man.
interference as he came through the defensive line. Nothing wrong with the touchdown.
No, nothing wrong with interference. Clutching at straws here. He's on the blind side. No, doesn't even touch a man. That's not, no, you can't use that as a shepherd. He doesn't go anywhere near the men. They know who's going to get the ball. He never touches Sheridan. Nothing wrong with that at all. This will be given. I'll tell you what, this South Stand crowd will go absolutely bananas over this. They hesitated at Leeds. They paid the price. Not the best. It was poor defence. You do not hesitate. You play to the whistle. Carry on with the football. Nothing wrong with that. He had full control as he got the ball down. But I said, Eddie, the Leeds body language was absolutely devastating. And they are devastated over that effect. Obviously, it was going to be a try.
The try is given to Chris Joynt. The nod of the video referee, Ian Millwood. Darryl Powell. Wouldn't know which coach had been mugged there, would you?
Super stuff, kept it out wide. They hesitated. You can't afford to do that against any team, never mind the St. Helens side. Oh, listen to the buzz and the whistles.
Great kick from Sculthorpe. It's 12-0 to the Saints. Of course, the referee, Russell Smith, could have said to his touch judge, Mr. Wright, that he was happy that there was no knock-on and could have awarded the try. He didn't. And that's where we are now. Instead of being 6-4 conversion to come, Leeds now are 12-0 down.
Well, we won't hear the last of that is for sure. I think it's diabolical that if the referee, if the touch judge, should I say, was so adamant about it being a knock-on.
There's a knock-on now.
Well, I hope he runs on now. But he's seen it as the official, as Russell Smith. Good hit by Danny Ward. Got the shoulder right underneath. And dislodged it away. Stewart having a bit of a nightmare so far. Let that ball bounce a few moments ago. Not the best pass.
Senior Leeds a bit annoyed now that they're 12-0 down. And Senior struggles to his feet eventually. Here goes Matt Adamson. Tried to run over the top of Stankovic. Ben Walker at dummy half, poaching. Ward. 10 metres away, the Leeds Rhinos.
What shot he didn't got up his sleeve.
Here is Sheridan. Gives it to Sinfield. Now Andy Hay. Hoppy did well.
Well spotted. Been around too long, a short Hoppy. That'll be a penalty. Rolled right over the top of him. Rule states. Once you've done the tackle, roll away. Failed to do it.
Leeds are running the penalty with McDermott.
Good hit from Britt. He really got his shoulder involved there with Nickel.
Disc in to Sheridan. Finds Walker. Wide to Cummins. Won't be denied this time. Referee just checks and gives the try. Cummins had one chalked off by the video referee. That one awarded by Russell Smith, not by the video referee, by the touch judge. That one awarded by Russell Smith, and so Leeds now are on the board.
Classical three-quarter play yet again. Oh, that was superb play. Both Poaching and Senior were used as foils as they came into the attack. Watch Poaching back on the inside. It was Senior that took out Darren Albert, left the passage for this man, the lead skipper, Francis Cummins.
280th appearance for Francis Cummins. What a servant. He celebrated his 100th consecutive appearance in the Super League last week. And now he has claimed a try here against the Saints. 18 tries against St Helens over the past 9 years. 3 tries here against them last year. Could have had 2 already tonight. Only has the 1. Ben Walker then. It's tight to the touchline, as you can see. That's the angle he has. Difficult.
Time off, please.
Clock is stopped for all you St Helens supporters. who might be concerned that Ben Walker is taking his time, which he is.
He always does.
It's his pre-kicking ritual. Mind you, he was a bit quicker last week, wasn't he?
Stand back on, please.
Well, if you say so.
He was. It's a great kick. That's why he's meticulous in his preparation. Leeds 6, St Helens 12.
Super play. Quarter hands that went across was absolutely superb. There you see Poaching back on the inside. Sculthorpe gets sucked in, but look how Senior comes at him, and that means that Albert stands his ground. He just ducked his head. There did Senior. Clear run. Well worked try that.
Keep behind, John.
Look how much better.
Well, plenty to talk about in this match already. It's just 21 minutes old. Let's hear what Phil Clark has to say.
Well, I just saw some of the Leeds players go down to ask his touches on this side. Was there anything wrong with that last try? I think he just ignored them. I think the call though, Steve, they're 50-50. Sometimes you see it penalised and sometimes giving us a knock-on. They tend to even themselves up over the course of a season, if not even the course of a game. And I don't think scoring points is going to be a problem for either of these two sides tonight. Both of them can do that with quite ease. What the problem is stopping the other side from scoring it, and the team that does that best, I'm sure they'll go on to win. But I think from what we've seen in the opening quarter, there's going to be plenty of points here tonight.
Yes, there's a flamboyant air about these two teams, but it's whoever's going to be biggest in defence. And McDonald offloaded that to Walker, who in turn offloaded it to McDermott, and a marauding run from the big fella.
I get the impression that these Leeds players, they must be on a bonus how many times they pass the ball.
Sheridan, lovely drifting kick over the top. They're going to have to run this back. Stewart, he slipped at the vital moment.
He's in the field of play though, despite him slipping on the surface.
But Leeds hunt the mistake near St Helens try line.
That's the advantage of having such a good kicking game, and of course a chase.
14 offload, Steve-O, backing up what you said. I don't think they're going on a bonus, but it just emphasises the point.
You never know these days.
Stewart.
I used to always say that look at the try line, lined with pound notes.
Sculthorpe with a kick.
Oh, he did well there, did Calderwood.
He saved that. That was a 40-20. He was lucky there was nobody following up. Big hit by Joint on Calderwood.
Felt it as well. Oh, he did ever so well there. Well, they've lost it and then lost it back. They'll take the first knock on.
Which was from Senior.
Things not going right. Not the best pass though, was it, from Walker? He really had to dip for that one. It's in a prime position now for the Saints.
Head and feet at the scrum, 20 metres out. Barry Ward slipped at the vital moment in front of Ben Walker. Sculthorpe, Joint, Wellens. Little jinking run from Wellens. Be very interesting to see where Paul Wellens figures in the Lancashire side.
It doesn't matter, but he'll be in it.
But will he be in it at the expense of Radlinski?
Hooker prop, it doesn't matter, he'll be in it.
Hyam, go! Stewart is in!
Simple
Hyam, bullet pass, Joint helped it on. Stewart with the try.
Simple, basic rugby league football, but classical stuff. Oh, what a finish. Well, he started slowly, and he's repaid his side with a bit of a problem, but there he caught Calderwood out, and they knew it. Great importance of ensuring that you're out on your whitewash. He did that. Calderwood could not prevent it. Quick work on the blind side. They were very slow moving through. They should have been more aware, this Leeds outfit, and they've been blitzed again.
Well, they should have been aware, because this is exactly the way the Saints took Leeds to the cleaners in the Cup semi-final. Stewart, and on the other wing, Darren Albert, both scored hat-tricks on that day at Wigan, and it booked St Helens' place in the final at Murrayfield. The way they're playing tonight looks like they could be booking their place either just behind or level on points with Bradford, depending what's happening with the London game just about 10 miles away in the city of Bradford. Sculthorpe with another towering conversion. Oh! First choice, second choice, third choice kicker, Sculthorpe magnificent.
Look at that. That's lazy defence. 4 in that short area. Walker shouldn't have been in it. They held off. Oh, that was a simple try. And a few of the players running straight away to the official, Russell Smith. Oh! Well, the man from Orange has just dropped one.
Big mistake on his own line.
No pips for that.
The Leeds players, by the way, Steve, when Stewart went in for that try, they raced across to Russell Smith to complain about the play the ball, but it's been a feature of this season, the play the ball, you don't necessarily now have to touch it with the foot.
That's across the chest from Sculthorpe. The crowd didn't like it, but it was spot on. Yeah, you're right, Eddie. It's obvious that the players and the coaches understand that the referees have said, at least make an attempt of it. They've gone and utilised the Australian style.
Here is poaching.
You can't do it yourself and then complain when the opposition do it.
Maybe they were also talking about the validity of the pass. Anyway, the debate is all now academic. The score is on the board, 18-6 to Saints, and this is Wayne McDonnell. And he's 10 metres away. Double change by the St Helens coach, confirmation of that. Walker, another obstruction.
I don't know what he's complaining about. Well, they're losing the plot, the Leeds.
And Walker had a thing to say.
Joint's got hold of him. Adamson's involved there. Well, Leeds have to realise, and I'm sure that fella knows, Daryl Powell has been around, Ian Millwood, he'll be happy, not just with the scoreline, but with the fact that he's sucking this Leeds outfit into it. No doubt about it. Went behind him. Adamson was used as the foil. And that is not aimed at the referee, I can assure you. It was aimed at the players who are just dropped off the planet a little bit.
Hold your turn and wait.
Well, they haven't been in a situation like this for a while, Leeds.
3-1.
Carried all before them in May. A 12-point deficit to make up. They had to come from behind in the win at Wigan, didn't they? Remember that? That was a great night for Leeds Rhinos. They've got to come from behind now. McDermott's missed Sculthorpe. Sheridan didn't, and McDermott didn't miss him second time. Mickey Hyam.
I feel that Leeds now, they really have to just calm things down a little bit and roll up the sleeves and get through some hard, solid work. Build a platform yet again.
Great run from Hyam, but it was pinched, and here goes Walker. I'm reminded the Leeds had to come from behind to beat Bradford as well. So here they go, and it's with Cummins. Cummins! Great tackle. Wonderful tackle from Darren Albert.
It had to be, but it looked a bit dodgy, that final pass.
They're not done yet. Here's Sheridan. Now Sinfield. Carroll, they're lining up out wide. Senior up the middle. Oh, great
try. He's got it down. Fingertip control.
He's gone to the screen again.
What a build-up. They took the gamble of reefing the ball way downfield, 70 metres back. And I think he's got fingertip on this.
He's dropped it. He's dropped it.
It's dislodged, is it? Now then, what about the right hand? Does he get it onto it? No, he's dropped it clearly there when you go frame by frame.
Well, Wellens wasn't looking for the ball, as you can see.
He's going over the top. In connection with the left ear. He did that. Maybe that was sufficient. Joint underneath. And video referee just wants to make sure, but he did lose it for a split second. It was only a split frame, but this is going to be no try.
John Holsworth tonight, video referee, denies Leeds the try rightly. Senior dropped it.
Wait.
And Daryl Powell, for the first time in a month, biting the fingernails. It's a 20-metre restart because the ball was knocked on in goal by Keith Senior.
Well, it was a wonderful run there by the fellow that's just passing the ball. Mickey Hyam went through an enormous gap, and then appearing far too regular in this Leeds defence. They've fallen off the would-be tackles and they've done it yet again.
That was Stewart. Eventually he's clawed to ground. Adamson over the top. And Big Barry McDermott was underneath him. Oh, Brits come up with another blunder, but Poaching also knocked on. Two knock-ons.
He's got it right as the official.
Well, he's spot on. I mean, I don't know what they're going crazy for. Britt made the initial error. There.
Yeah.
And there's the one from Poaching. So he plays the first, gives head and feet to Leeds.
Let's go, lads, have a minute. Tim, stay in.
It's the second time I've agreed with you.
No, it's June, that's why.
Flaming.
Sinfield. Oof. Wellens and Hoppy.
A lot more work from the Leeds pack. That's what's needed.
Adamson might provide it. The handling errors are all square.
Well, it looks fancy and it looks great when Leeds keep the ball alive, but they've got to start making and getting over that advantage line.
Sheridan! Little holes appeared for Sheridan. He had Walker ghosting up on his inside.
Just grabbed the shirt.
Great tackle by Stankovic. Tight game at Bradford. 4-0. The Bulls lead against London. Half an hour and a little bit more gone here. 18-6 to Saints. MacDonald, of course, he was at St Helens last year, was Wayne MacDonald. Made 20 appearances for them. And he lost control of the ball. But he doesn't look happy, Darryl Powell, does he?
He's not the best grinner in the world.
The curse of being coach of the month.
Yeah, we said it.
The poison chalice.
Stay in, Willie. Hang on. Hang on, Tom.
Yeah, the press have this wonderful ability, haven't they, to select star quality.
We're not in. Willie, lead second to us. Put the arms down and get it back and get on with it.
So the scrum goes down. Big push on at the scrum.
Come on.
Well, it surprised me that it hasn't erupted.
Just get in and let's have it away, lads.
A little bit more. We had a little bit off the ball fracas, but
to me, one. Back.
Talk about incident.
Big hit by Diskin, but he still got it away just the same. And it's further wide and on the bounce to Stewart.
Two to me.
Nice ball and all tackle from Sinfield.
Hoppy's at dummy half.
With some crunching defence, but St Helens, they've got it right. They really have. They just fought hard. Nothing outstanding. Just made the yards forward, and then they've utilised the 40-20 twice by Tommy Martin. And only on a couple of occasions on top of that, he could have had 4 in this first half.
Martin with the kick. That bounced kindly for Walker. Here's Calderwood. Oh,
second goal there.
Looks like Yonkers had a little swing at Calderwood then.
Like a big one, never mind a little one. Well, they came to tough it out. There it is, missed him.
They've got the penalty now. Barry Ward pushing the man as he tried to get to his feet.
You know, Eddie, this season we've seen a lot of the, this is the reason why the penalty was given, but we've seen a lot of that. If you swing and you miss, it seems to be okay. No case to answer.
Sheridan, Walker.
Great tackle.
Greeted by Sculthorpe. An offside against St Helens. He's took a quick tap as Ben Walker. Here's Sinfield. Now Carroll.
Well, it could have been an advantage, but when Walker tapped that ball, there wasn't one Leeds player looking at it.
Players looking at this now. McDermott has dropped it though. Saints grab it gleefully back. He tried to offload. Stankovic wants to get on with it.
Sheer panic. If you're not certain, you're better hanging on.
Gleeson takes the tackle of Cummins and Senior. 6 minutes to half-time. St Helens with a handy little lead and looking to build on it. Offside, Leeds now.
This is good refereeing. He knows it's getting a little bit scrappy out there. Tension is mounting.
Oh, that's a great penalty too from Sculthorpe. They're 10 metres away from the line here. Deep penalty kick by Sculthorpe. Iron restarts. Stankiewicz takes it in. First man takes the tackle. McDermott. Well, he held hold of the ankle then.
Should have been penalised.
Sculthorpe! Great try! Great try, Sculthorpe, the man of steel. Well, when I asked him about his plans for this match yesterday, Ian Millwood said he had scenario 1, scenario 2, and perhaps a scenario 3 to give us. And he has produced an outstanding first half performance here.
Well, it was a wonderful kick by the try scorer at the first half. And once again to play the ball. Look at this Leeds defence. They don't really know what's happening. Oh, that is a big hole to go through. He'll be delighted, yes. Not frightened to show any emotion. Ian Millwood. And when you've got a star like this fella, why not? Crowd think that we've lost control, but on the slow motion replay, it can often be. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that at all. And they're still
convincing 8,000 South standers underneath us. They were quite happy till they saw the next but last replay there. Nothing wrong with it though, Sculthorpe.
Well, they're not the same side, Leeds, are they?
No.
And obviously, that disallowed try really has affected them. I said it was an important factor that Leeds had to play well tonight to prove that they could mix it with the big fellas.
Oh, he's missed that, Sculthorpe. That's a bad miss for him. He's kicked them off the touchline tonight. A comparatively easy one, although who am I to say anything's easy out there? And he misses.
Stay behind, lads.
Well, I think it would be
Don't get in front, Leeds.
very much concerned if there was only 2 points in it, but this is a commanding lead, 22 points to 6. Who would have thought it? You're going to have to dig deep, Leeds.
Get him low, Leeds, get him low.
Tommy Martin tips the ball infield, and we've got about 3 and a bit minutes to half-time. Take your hats off to the Saints, eh, Phil?
Yeah, you have to do it at the moment. One of the dangers, I think, and the reason they're hurting the Leeds side is the runs from dummy half, and the player stood there right now, Mickey Hyam. What a fantastic deputy he is for Kieran Cunningham. Still one of the best in the league in terms of the metres he gains from that area. Saints do it so well, and it gets them out of trouble so relatively easily. But I think for Leeds, there's still bags of time left. They've averaged over 40 points in the last 5 games, so certainly got the ability to score the points. It's just when they've got up to the St Helens end of the field, they've coughed up possession. McDermott's lost the ball, McDonald's lost the ball, and they've just taken away any chance they've had of putting the score back on the game.
8 runs from dummy half from St Helens. That's just emphasising the point that Phil Clark made. And this kicking game from Tommy Martin is also becoming a real fly in the ointment for Leeds.
Well, it's not a 40-20, but they make sure that they're deep within this Leeds red zone, attacking zone, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it looks a black zone for Leeds, because it's doom and gloom going through the minds of these Rhinos at the moment. It's going to be a real test of character for not only the players but their coach Darryl Powell. The sun was shining in May.
And the clouds have gathered in June, as you can see from the slate grey skies above us. It's not shining on Leeds at the moment, that is for sure. And Darryl Powell's picture there really sums up his mood. Now, can they get back in this match?
Well, he looked there, didn't he, Darryl Powell, as though someone had just pinched his ice cream.
Adamson. Oh, he's trying to offload it again, loses it, gobbled up once more.
I wouldn't mind, Eddie, if this offloading lark was good for Leeds, if there was someone there running onto the football. No one, they just stood around.
Well, it's come off for them brilliantly in the past month, but this is a different St Helens than we saw at Salford.
Always hurt.
And Barry McDermott knows that. Yonkers is a tough cookie, though. He's called time off, Russell Smith.
And rightly so.
Tommy Martin's in a bit of strife as well.
Down awkward there. Looks like the knee.
Hang on, Leeds, wait. Back.
It's a knee.
Wait.
More than half the leg goes right underneath. You can see underneath the body of McDermott. If you're going to get a bus to run over you, You want a single-decker, not a double-decker.
Wellens switches the direction of the play, and Leeds look mesmerised then.
They are.
Ward, dummy half.
Look how they...
Sculthorpe, and here comes Stankovic. It gets offloaded to Ward. Here is Wellens, turned and waited for support. They have maybe one more play the ball available to them here. Saints drop goal attempt from Tommy. Martin adds the extra one. Well, that left leg looks like it was dropping off about 2 seconds ago. Ian Millwood makes his way to the dressing rooms, and St Helens, with Stankovic now in some strife in terms of injury, but St Helens, as Martin limps his way to the sidelines as well, they're ahead by 23 points to 6.